everyone, Serious Joe here, and today we'll be taking a look at some Doctor Who filming locations used in the 1973 story The Green Death. Joining me is lifelong friend of the channel, Mr. DWho96, as well as my dad, who is being the behind-the-scenes, unseen taximan for the day. The majority of the locations used in this story were filmed near a small village in the South Wales valleys called Derry. Our first location is the former site of Ogilvie colliery, which became the location in the story for the abandoned coal mine where Global Chemicals pumps their pollution down. During the time of production, the mine was owned by the National Coal Board, who granted permission for the BBC to film around the area, as well as being allowed to film several characters descending into the pit. Attempts were made to have some scenes set down the actual mine. However, the risk of gas pockets being built up and the electrical equipment could have resulted in an explosion. So the rest of the underground scenes were instead filmed back in the studios in London. Jon Pertwee, however, was given a private tour below the surface, in between filming. The mine permanently closed in 1975, and in 1993, the site was turned into Parc Cwm Darran Country Park.
Every country park has a visitor centre, but who would be the best person to open this one?
It's not the same place at all. When we came here, it was a coal mine. The tip has been turned into a garden, into a forest. I'm amazed.
Now the whole area is a nature park, taken up by lakes, paths, picnic areas, and a visitor centre. The former location of the pithead is now a small tribute to its history. With parts of the original colliery used as bits of landscaping. Walking up to the brick tower, which is all that is left of the pit shaft, we both had a surreal feeling, as we had watched the episode the previous night, and couldn't actually believe we were stood in roughly the same spot, as it looked like a completely different place. Just a short trip off the beaten track, not too far from the former pit shaft, is the waterfall where all the scenes on Metebelis 3 were shot. We are at the Metebelis 3 location now, which is a waterfall in Parc Cwm Darran. Unfortunately, it's been a bit of a drought today, so trust us to come on the day when it's drought.
Yeah, true.
But this rock by here, this rock that we just, that one by there, this one by there, that one, that was the exact same rock that Jon Pertwee stood on for when he was clinging on for dear life, trying to get the Metebelis crystals, and they were just up there somewhere over that ridge somewhere. Of course, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to become the Doctor.
You're on a different wheel, are you, my friend?
I say he looks more like Peter Capaldi than Jon Pertwee.
You're not worried, are you, Joe?
No, I'm not worried. I'm off to get me crystals, I am. Some strange things are happening in Metebelis 3. I have just met a mini incarnation of myself. Anyway, leaving the area of the waterfall took us on the main road leading up towards the park, which is the same road seen in the shot where the Doctor and the Brigadier first arrive at the mine in episode 1. Continuing our journey up from there onto a small unmade path, we were able to visit the location of Whole Wheel. Due to the farm being private property, this was as close as we wanted to get out of respect for the owners. but the location was recently filmed at a few years ago for the Blu-ray exclusive documentary Keeping Up with the Joneses, as well as the Season 10 collection trailer, which shows the location is still very much recognisable 50 years since the cast and crew filmed there. Our final filming location is located just over 12 miles away from Derry, near Brynmawr, and is the factory they used for the location of Global Chemicals. The factory in real life was formerly known as RCA International and had closed 16 months prior to filming. On Monday the 19th of March 1973, the cast and crew arrived there to film the various scenes set in and around the factory grounds. After being stood derelict for some time, the factory was later demolished in 2008. And in recent years, the whole area has been redeveloped, along with the 5-mile stretch of road connecting Brynmawr and Clydach. It was actually very difficult to track down where the factory once stood. However, you can just about recognise the area via the small section of the school roof that can be seen in the background of some of the shots during the story. I've really enjoyed hunting for these locations today, and it's been really interesting learning about what once stood at these various sites, and how much they have changed over the years. I'd like to say a huge thank you for my dad for being the taxi man of the day, as well as Mr. Dwho96 for coming along with me on this adventure, and helping me film some of the shots for this video. If you'd like to learn more about the locations used in the story, I've included some helpful links below. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. And I will see you all in the next video.